You know that feeling like the world around you is getting, well, smarter? Your watch tells you to stand up, your lights flick on the second you get home. It kind of feels like magic, right? Well, it's not. And today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the invisible network that's making everything come alive.
How does it do that? How does your home know exactly what you need? Sometimes even before you do. It's pretty wild to think about. Your house just knows the perfect temperature. Your lights welcome you home. But this isn't sorcery. It's actually a huge shift in how we live with technology. Yeah, things like your thermostat kicking in right before you start to feel a chill, or your lights popping on as you enter a room. This is becoming the new normal for a lot of us. But what's the engine behind all of it? What's driving this quiet, automated world? Okay, let's break it all down.
Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty. How do all these smart things actually work? To really get how these devices think, we've got to understand the one big idea that connects them all.
And that big idea is this: the Internet of Things. You've probably heard the term IoT, right? That's what we're talking about. The easiest way to think about it is we're basically giving everyday objects a little digital brain and a voice. This lets them talk to each other and make decisions, all without us having to do a thing. And this whole process, this whole magic trick, it really just boils down to 4 simple steps. Super straightforward. First, you collect some data. Second, you send that data somewhere. Third, you process the data to figure out what it means. And finally, you take action based on what you learned. That's it. Collect, send, process, act. It's just a constant automated loop.
So let's walk through that with a real-world example. Think about your smart thermostat. Its sensor collects data, in this case, the room temperature. Then it sends that info over your Wi-Fi to the cloud. In the cloud, it gets processed. The system checks if it matches your preferences. If it's too warm, an action is triggered. A signal is sent back to turn on your AC. See? Collect, send, process, act. Simple, but wow, is it effective.
Okay, so let's put some of the more, official names on these parts. The things that collect data, we call those sensors. The way data gets sent, that's connectivity. Think Wi-Fi, 5G, Bluetooth. The brain that analyzes it all, that's processing, usually done in the cloud. And the part that actually does something in the real world, that's an actuator. So a smart lock or a motor, that's an actuator. It's the same 4 steps, just with fancier labels.
All right, so now we've got the basic blueprint down. But I really want you to see just how huge this IoT universe is. We're talking way, way beyond just making your living room comfy.
So let's start with what most of us know best: consumer IoT. This is all the stuff in your personal world. Your Apple Watch or Fitbit, your smart speakers, those smart plugs you have, even personal health monitors that can send data straight to your doctor. It's IoT that's built just for us, the consumers. But now let's scale up, because outside our homes, in the industrial and commercial world, IoT is an absolute game changer. Think about it. Smart factories with robotic assembly lines working 24/7, or giant machines with sensors that can actually predict when they're going to break down before it happens. We're talking about a whole new level of efficiency and automation. And believe it or not, it gets even bigger than that. We're talking entire cities. Infrastructure IoT is turning our cities into these giant connected ecosystems. You've got smart traffic lights that actually adjust to ease up traffic jams, smart street lights that save energy by dimming down when no one's around. Even, get this, garbage cans that send out an alert saying, "Hey, I'm full, come pick me up." It's amazing. And it's not just about convenience. IoT is helping us tackle some of the world's biggest challenges. A great example is smart agriculture. We're talking about feeding the planet more efficiently. You have sensors in the soil that know exactly when to water the crops, so not a drop is wasted. You have drones flying overhead, monitoring the health of an entire field. It's all about making farming smarter, not just harder.
Okay, so this all sounds pretty incredible, right? But, and this is a big but, with all this power and connection comes a massive trade-off. For every cool new convenience, a brand new problem seems to pop up. And it's something we really, really need to talk about.
So here it is, the big equation. On one side, you have all the amazing benefits: automation, efficiency, cost savings, a better quality of life. The list goes on. But on the other side of that coin, you've got the risks. Every single one of those smart devices is a potential backdoor for hackers. That opens up huge issues with security and our own privacy. It's a really delicate balancing act.
And really, the crucial point is this: the more we connect our world, the more vulnerable we make it.
It's that simple. As we keep building this amazing network of smart devices, we have to be just as focused on building the walls and locks to secure it. We have to protect the network, and we have to protect ourselves.
But look, even with those very real challenges, this train isn't slowing down. The momentum here is just undeniable. So let's pivot and look to the future. What's the next chapter of this connected world going to look like?
Well, what's next for IoT looks like something straight out of science fiction. We're talking about fully automated smart cities. We're talking about networks of self-driving cars, all communicating with each other to avoid accidents. And think about AI-powered smart homes that don't just react to what you do, but actually anticipate what you need next. And the engine for all of this? Ultra-fast connectivity, like 5G.
In all of this, it brings us to one last really important question to think about. When every single device is smart, when we hand over more and more of our daily decisions to this intelligent network, who's really making the choices? In a world that runs on automation, who, or maybe what, is really in control?